Toxic players are a problem facing many online games these days. Overwatch, Dota, League of Legends are just a few of the games which have had their own problems. And now Ubisoft are introducing a new ban system to deal with toxic players in Rainbow Six Siege.
Ubisoft recently announced plans to introduce permanent bans for the most toxic players in their game Rainbow Six Siege. In an announcement to the game's subreddit, a community manager revealed they would start banning players who use racial and homophobic slurs or hate speech in-game. These bans will have different durations depending on the severity of the offending player actions: 2 days, 7 days, 15 days, or permanent. The community manager said, quote, "We will be tracking the frequency at which language that violates the code of conduct is used by individual players, and will apply the appropriate ban on a case-by-case basis. The type of language we will be taking action against is outlined in the following section of the code of conduct. Any language or content deemed illegal, dangerous, threatening, abusive, obscene, vulgar, defamatory, hateful, racist, sexist, ethically offensive, or constituting harassment is forbidden."
Players who receive a ban for toxic behaviour will be notified through an in-game pop-up, and a global message will be displayed which says, "Username has been banned for toxicity." The community manager ended his post saying, "This is our first step towards managing toxicity in Rainbow Six Siege, and we'll have more information to share about our other plans at a later date." Toxic players have been a problem in the Siege community for a while, and various forums for the game have been filled with complaints about toxic players ruining the game for others. The community have welcomed this announcement, and several players have commented saying this new system will make the game more welcoming for new players. Siege is expecting an influx of new players because of the new Operation Outbreak content, a zombie-themed event running from March the 6th till April the 3rd. Many in the community have said this new ban system is arriving just in time.
It definitely seems that the bigger a game is, the more problems it's got. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds has got its cheating problem, toxicity in Overwatch and Dota and League of Legends, the games you listed at the top of the video there. And then, Rainbow Six Siege is a hugely popular game. It's got this toxicity problem. So when you get this many players, you just kind of drag up the morons with you as well. And I'm glad that something's happening about it. And I think a lot of the community are as well. Having a system like this is probably the best way of dealing with it when you've got that amount of players. If you're relying on like manual player reporting and stuff, that can only take you so far.
We saw a very similar thing happen recently, a few months ago actually, for Overwatch, where Jeff Kaplan and his strike team vowed to snuff out all the toxicity happening, and they wanted to say that they were devoting loads of resources, and the game development was being hampered by the fact that they had to plough so many resources into toxic players. PUBG's the same, they're having to deal with all the hackers. Now all these antisocial behaviours that are happening in online games these days, that cause the developers a headache, a nightmare. It costs a lot of money to deal with all this shit, because you don't want your community being put off and not play because of they're having really bad experiences online, being bullied and being harassed, and having to deal with literally the dregs of humanity. Honestly, literally the dregs of humanity, thinking they're in the bedrooms, like spouting shit to people. I mean, just grow the f*** up.
That's the most annoying thing about it, because I know they f***ing never say it to my face.
Imagine, another excuse for having microtransactions in it. Well, how can we deal with all these arseholes in the game? How can we stop cheating if we haven't got any money? We have to put microtransactions, loot boxes in. Just stop playing online games. Where's the single player games on mine?
Single player games are really. There's no other people in them.
Yeah,
it's great.
So this is a good move by Ubisoft, or should they've done this a lot sooner? Let us know down in the comments below. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe if you're new around here, check out another video on your screen there. Support us on Patreon if you too are pretty good. We'll see you again in the next video. Until then, bye for now.